Hey everyone, it's June 13th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share it with Finnish mass murderer Juha Valjakala, known for killing a family of 3 in Sweden in 1988. And that is him right up there, and I'd like to apologize for my terrible Swedish and Finnish pronunciation. And please note, he is now called Nikita Bergenström, which is what I'll call him because that's a lot easier for me to pronounce. Born in 1965, Bergenström grew up in both Sweden and Finland, where he had frequent run-ins with the law as a youth for stealing and was put in prison for theft in the late 1980s. When he was released in 1988 at the age of 22, he defied orders to leave Sweden and began wandering throughout the country with his 21-year-old girlfriend, Marita Ruotalami. Just 2 months after his release from prison, they arrived in the town of Amsele and stole a bicycle. It was a village of just 200 inhabitants, so outsiders stood out, and the owner of the bike saw the pair with it. He and his 15-year-old son chased Bergenström to a cemetery where a confrontation ensued. Bergenström had a shotgun, which was illegal in Sweden, and shot them both, killing them nearly instantly. When the matriarch of the family went looking for them that evening, she found the double murderers stealing a Saab that they couldn't get to start. Knocking on the car window to get their attention, they stabbed her to death outside the cemetery, adding to the horrific scene by becoming triple murderers. The bodies were discovered the next day, but being in a remote area, the local police were at a loss as to what to do, since no one saw the attackers except for their victims. Bergenström and Ruotalami fled to Denmark, changing cars frequently, but they had a pair of stolen rabbits with them. When they abandoned a car to take another one, the police would find rabbit droppings inside and knew they were on the right track. They were apprehended a week later and sent back to Sweden to face trial. The two blamed each other in court for the murders, but Bergenström was determined to be the one who carried out the killings, and a psychiatrist determined that he had an aggressive psychopathic personality. Bergenström was given a life sentence to be served in Finland, while Ruotalami received just 2 years for her part in the crime, of which she only served a year before being released. In 1991, Bergenström was involved in a foiled escape attempt and was successful in 1994 when he took a teacher hostage, but was quickly captured and returned to captivity. In 2002, he escaped again and traveled to Sweden, but was returned to prison after being caught. In 2004, he escaped a third time, but was brought back after being on the outside for only 19 minutes. And in 2006, Bergenström escaped yet again, but was captured after 2 days. After serving 19 years in prison, he was released in 2008, but was sentenced to prison for stealing a car shortly after his release, and escaped from prison briefly before being caught. In early 2022, he was convicted of 15 different theft-related charges and was sent back to prison, from which he escaped last October, but was found and arrested the next day. Whoever builds Scandinavian prisons really needs to use better locks on the doors. In February of 2023, Bergenström finally faced something he couldn't escape from: death. I've been unable to find out the cause or location, but he's confirmed to have died at the age of 57. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Nikita Bergenström, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.